Hello friends, welcome back to our channel Longani Clinics. Today we are going to discuss one of the most influential and widely used repertory in the history of homeopathy, that is Kent's repertory. For generations of homeopathic students and practitioners, Kent's repertory has been more than just a reference book. It has been a guide to understanding the true Hahnemannian approach to case analysis and remedy selection. What makes the Kent's repertory so special is that it is built upon the principles of moving from generals to particulars. Dr. James Tyler Kent, he believed that the most important symptoms of a patient are the mentals and physical generals, and only after this should we consider the particulars. The philosophy revolutionized repertorial work and remains one of the foundations of classical homeopathic prescribing today. According to Kent, when we begin working out a case, we should first identify the mental generals and physical generals. Particular symptoms should come later. He emphasized that common mental symptoms such as irritability, anger, weeping are often found in many remedies and therefore are not always useful for repertorization. Instead, the physician should focus on qualified mental symptoms, those having clear modalities, causations, or peculiar characteristics. These symptoms help to individualize the patient and narrow down the choice of the remedies. Kent recommended arranging the totality in a definite order. First comes the mental symptoms related to will, understanding, and intellect. Next comes the physical generals such as appetite, desire, aversions, thermal reactions, aggravation, ameliorations, and general modalities. And finally, the particulars and local symptoms are considered. He further explained that when mental symptoms are present, physical generals and characteristics particulars can form the totality. Similarly, when generals are lacking, characteristic particulars may still guide the prescription. One of the remarkable features of Kent repertory is its extensive use of cross references and synonyms. Kent understood that the same idea may be expressed in different words. Therefore, he provided references that guide the physician from one particular rubric to another. For example, a rubric may direct the reader to more appropriate synonyms, helping locate the exact symptom with greater accuracy. Another practical feature is the standardized list of remedy abbreviations. Every remedy is represented by concise abbreviation, allowing large amount of information to be presented clearly and efficiently throughout the repertory. Kent's repertory also provides several practical guidelines for daily use. Desires and aversions for food are generally found under the stomach chapter. General modalities such as effect of weather, temperature, discharges, environmental influences are located under generalities. Concomitant symptoms are often distributed throughout the repertory and must be searched under the appropriate chapter. Kent repeatedly encourages the physician to understand the logic behind the arrangement rather than merely memorizing the rubrics. A very important aspect of repertorial work is understanding scattered symptoms. Kent recognized that many characteristic symptoms are spread across different sections of the repertory. For example, anticipatory anxiety may appear under anticipation. Anxiety, timidity, or even diarrhea from excitement. Therefore, several related rubrics often need to be studied together to obtain the complete remedy picture. Kent also discussed the grading of the clinical rubrics. Clinical conditions are not usually produced during proving but are verified through observation and the experience. Remedies receive different grades depending on how frequently and reliably they have helped a particular clinical condition. This system helps practitioners evaluate the relative importance of remedies within a rubric. The repertory possesses many outstanding features. The mind chapter is exceptionally detailed and contains numerous rubrics, sub-rubrics, making it one of the richest mental repertories available. The generality section is also extensive and contains a large number of valuable general modalities. Rubrics, sub-rubrics are arranged alphabetically, making navigation easier. Cross-references, remedy gradations, comprehensive language further increase its usefulness. It is equally valuable in acute as well as chronic prescribing. Another strength of Kent's repertory is its abundance of peculiar, queer, rare, and strange symptoms, often referred to as PQRS symptoms. Because homeopathic prescribing relies heavily on such characteristic symptoms, the repertory becomes particularly useful in individualizing cases and arriving at the simillimum. The repertory also includes many interesting rubrics related to children. Rubrics such as irritability in children, restlessness in children, sadness in children, asthmatic respiration in children, and convulsion in children help narrow down remedy choices in pediatric practice. However, despite its greatness, Kent's repertory is not without criticism. Some rubrics contain remedies not present in the main rubric. There are also several similar rubrics that may confuse the beginners. Certain clinical rubrics have limited value for repertorization, and some important remedies described in Kent's Materia Medica are not adequately represented in the repertory. Nosodes are included but not extensively represented. Additionally, Kent gave considerable importance to thermal states, yet there is no single rubric clearly classifying patient as hot or chilly. Another criticism is that some rubrics contain only single remedy, making them unsuitable for repertorial analysis. Overgeneralization in the mind chapter, excessive particularization in extremity chapter have also been pointed out by later authors. Despite these limitations, Kent's repertory remains one of the greatest achievements in homeopathic literature. Its emphasis on mental genders, physical genders, individualization, and characteristic symptoms transform the way homeopaths approach case analysis. Even after more than a century, it continues to be the foundation upon which many modern repertories are built. In conclusion, Kent's repertory is not merely a collection of rubrics. It is practical expression of Kent's philosophy of homeopathic prescribing. For every serious student and practitioners of homeopathy, mastering Kent's repertory means learning how to think homeopathically, from the patient as a whole down to the individual symptom. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe for more videos on classical repertories, materia medica and homeopathic philosophy. Thank you.